following is a presentation of TFNN. The Bull Bear Binary Option Hour. Brought to you by Nadex. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Tom and Tommy O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. Appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Right now, we have the Dow Industrials down 27. You get the NASDAQ off 20. S&Ps are off 1.5. You get red paint out here, folks. We haven't seen it in a long period of time, and it's just slightly red. Gold contract's down $7.50, trading at $13.31. We have silver down 5 cents rather, at $17.10. Light sweet crude flat. $63.70 a barrel. Notes and bonds. You get the 10-year note down 5 ticks, 122.16. 30-year bond off a half a point, 18 ticks, 149.24. And King Dollar. King Dollar once again just can't handle higher price. It was up earlier. It was up yesterday. Ended up closing down. Well, it's trading down right now. 53 ticks, 90.265. The euro is trading at 122 to the U.S. dollar. The yen is at 110. Almost 111 to the U.S. dollar. Let's go over to our man, Mr. Kevin Hinks at TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim. And don't forget, folks, every trading day right here, 12 to 1 Eastern Standard Time, if you want to understand defined risk, if you want to understand options, upside down, you want to understand futures, check out the program. No matter where you are driving in your car right now, remember, you just go to TFNN.com, you hit Tiger TV. And if you haven't test-driven the Thinkorswim platform, it's really easy to do. You hit the banner on TFNN. You can bring it up. You can trade with paper money. And as you listen to Kevin and the A-team out here, you're going to see how this defined risk works, how futures works, how options work, and how easy they actually make it. Kevin Hinks, what's going on?
Good morning, Mr. O'Brien. How's everything?
Everything is going good, man. It's like 35 degrees in Florida, but guess what? It's going to be 70 degrees tomorrow.
There you go. Yeah, we're getting a warm-up actually here for the weekend, even though I'm coming.
I know.
Weekend. Yeah, I'm looking for some good weather, but we're actually going to get into the 40s here in Chicago for the weekend. So, yeah, but I'll still be in South Florida for our Market Drive event.
That's right. And the Market Drive event is going to be in Miami, folks. If you happen to be a Thinkorswim account holder, bottom line, it's absolutely free for an education of a lifetime.
Right. The free education day, we start about 9 o'clock and we go all the way till 3:30. 3 o'clock we start a little cocktail hour. So, yeah, we'll go all day and it's all free.
Big number, big number. You know, so listen, I think you got a good shot. So what happens, folks, is that as you listen to Kevin and the team, what you're going to see is that they walk you through all the different Greeks, they walk you through all the different strategies, and they're setting up a paper portfolio, okay, so that you really can get a clear understanding of what works, what doesn't work, bottom line, where the probabilities come in. And guess what? You get a shot today, Kevin, to close those gold shots.
Yeah, exactly. We've been trading gold because of, you know, the dollar and where it's been. We've got short spreads on in gold, so we should be doing all right in gold. We should be doing all right in some of our paper money trades in bonds, obviously.
Yes.
And so, yeah, we've been looking at them, and now we're looking at, you know, here's what we do, Tom. We're learning how to trade. We're teaching people how to trade, but we're doing our paper money trades on real subjects and real-time data.
Which is dynamite. I know, because, you know, when you lay one strategy on top of another, it's really cool. And what happens, folks, is that, let me tell you something. I remember, you know, I know I've told you this story before, Kevin. When I first started in this, right, the master, when I first started, was Larry McMillan. He had this book.
Sure.
That was dynamite, right?
I read it.
Well, how many times did you throw it against the wall? It was like this. I threw that thing against the wall so many times, it was insane.
It's a slow read.
It is.
A lot of information, but it's an extremely slow read. You know, it's just full of data and information. But, yeah, it's not the sexiest read in the world, that's for sure.
And my point is this, folks. This is what's so cool. We've gone from that and paper charts and all this to the aspect that you can watch TV. You can watch Kevin and the team right on TV, and they know it upside down. So you see the visually, because it's a whole visual business. And, you know, it's so cool, Kevin, because it's so much easier now. And I was thinking about this when I heard you guys yesterday. I says, oh, man, I remember throwing that book against the wall so many freaking times, man. And, you know, even when you know markets, I mean, it's harder reading it than seeing it like how you explain it now. That's the bottom line.
Exactly, and that's what we try to do. We try to make it, you know, so you can consume and digest it without too much, you know, try to make it as simple as possible because, you know, sometimes people do make it more complicated than it really is.
Yes, and that has to do with, folks, as the way that TD Ameritrade Think or Swim goes, you're not paying for any of these courses. So this is free. When they make it more complicated, folks, that's just because they basically want you to think that it's more complicated than it is.
Tom, when I start to talk to people about options, what I ask them is, remember when you were sitting in high school doing algebra?
Yes.
And you were wondering, when am I ever going to use this? Algebra is options. It's change in X versus change in Y.
Yeah.
Right? And that's what options is, basically. So really, if you're good at algebra, you can be good at options.
Right. No, there's no doubt. There's no doubt. So, you know, hey, listen, we had Goldman come out yesterday. That was a little bit of a shocker, right? They basically didn't get done what they wanted to get done. I mean, you know, took a hit. So it's going to be intriguing to see. Morgan Stanley came out this morning. That was a big number, no doubt about that.
Morgan Stanley had a good number and wrote down less than expected.
Yep.
Their fixed income was only down 40%. I think they're expecting a little more than that because they're such a big fixed income trader.
Yes.
But yeah, they beat on earnings, beat on revenue. Some of the trading numbers were down, but the wealth management was up.
Yeah, up big.
Talking about all these firms are transitioning.
Yeah, they are, and you know. With Morgan Stanley, when Gorman came in, man, he concentrated on that, and he's been there long enough now that's making a huge difference. There's no doubt.
And you know, some of the enthusiasm about these stocks is what happens if we get a better trading market, right? Right. They've got a lot of things going well, but if we get a better trading market, you know, look out on some of these names. And
what that means, folks, is this. So, picture, we've had a one-way market on the way up. Realistically, though, if you get a two-way market, that, you know, great, you're in a bull, it's continuing higher. But if you're going both ways, that is what Kevin's talking about. That's where the banking community, the broker-dealer community, and traders can actually make more money.
Sure.
That's what it comes down to, because a two-way market is, guess what? You got action big time. So the bonds, Kevin, it's going to get intriguing. You know, we're a point below where I would like to see the 10-year. Well, let's put it this way. Not that I'd like to see it, but if this stays lower, bottom line, we hit 2.6 this morning. We're 2.599 something right now. But that's going to be the big number going forward this year.
Yeah, absolutely right. There, we got to that level, and we got to it fairly quickly this morning. We got all the way up to 262. Yeah. So it'll be interesting how this day ends in the bond market if we hold 2.6.
There's no doubt. Folks, right here, a half hour from now, no matter where if you're on the West Coast going down to work early in the morning, remember you can go right on your cell phone. You go to TFNN.com, hit Tiger TV, education, big time, and defined risk, big time. Kevin, you have a great one, a safe one, and of course, you're going to have some nice warm weather in Miami because your 40 degrees down here is going to equate to about 80 degrees in Florida.
I'll be Mr. 305 if you need me, Tom.
That's a beautiful thing, brother. Okay. Have a great one, man. Have a safe one. Stay right there, folks. Dow's down 64, Nasdaq's down 20, S&Ps are off 4. We're going to be right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters.
Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Techno-Mental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Techno-Mental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, oil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated folic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. We take your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now down 73. You get the Nasdaq off 16. S&Ps are off 4. Let's go inside the Dow Industrials and see what's moving that baby out here this morning. So we let's see, we're off 72 points, and we take a look at the it's Boeing. So this is where the Boeing is great when the baby's going up. It puts monster points into it, and guess what? When it's going down, big number. So Boeing is putting 56 negative points into it. You have Goldman putting 13, Procter & Gamble's putting 9, Home Depot's putting 7, putting positive points into it. United Health is putting 14, Walmart is putting 10. If we do go over to the Boeing chart, this thing is getting hit pretty good. Well, $8, you know, but bottom line is it went up yesterday, 36.46. Oh, my God, it went up yesterday 16 points, so it's just giving back 8. Let's go to our man Carlos in Texas. Carlos, what's going on, brother?
Hi, Tom. Good morning. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing good, man. You sound good. That's good.
Oh, yes. It's much better, Tom.
That's awesome, man.
And I haven't seen Tommy. How is he doing?
He's doing good. He's doing good. He will be back on Monday.
Beautiful.
Yep. He's doing good.
Tom, today I call you related to a position I've been working on my platinum.
Yes.
But I'm not long. I'm short. And I shorted yesterday.
Okay.
I got out last night.
Yeah.
I couldn't get out at the lows, but I was able to cash some profit.
Okay.
And I reshorted this morning, Tom, and my stop is at 10, 15, 20.
Okay, let me
That's
pull
my
this
stop,
up.
my buy stop, and I'm using the April contract.
Okay, cool. April. So the April PL. We got April. April. Let me. Sorry, man. I just got to find. There we go. I got it. Okay, that's the J contract. Okay, so yeah, I'd be careful. See what's going on here. So picture the way it looks, Carlos. Right? Is that platinum is much stronger than everything right now, and it would make sense because what has happened is that it was such a dog for so many years. You know, you're at 10-10-70, and this thing, let me just see this for a second. Yeah, you're pushing with volume, man. The volume wasn't that great yesterday, but the day before, this wants to trade up to 1028. Do not stay short overnight, man.
Well, what about using my since I'm having my buy stop at 1015.20.
Okay.
I feel that my risk, like yesterday, right? It looks like it was going to break out, but it stopped right at 10, 12, 80, around that.
Yes.
And when I look at the weekly chart, it's not too far from the high.
No, it's not. 1028, the high, yep.
So I believe there's a lot of resistance there. And the only reason I put this there, Tom, is because the way the dollar is behaving, the dollar, I agree with you, is going to go down. But I think it's time for the dollar to rebound. It's been testing this low in the dollar index like 3 times, around 89.96 or 89.90, or around 90, let's say 90. So every time it touches that area, it bounces back and it hits the metals. And when I look at that, I said, well, how about if we get a little rebound from this dollar, we get some pullback from the metals and the opportunity to buy them again? Because you remember last time, I had to cash some of my gains, little gains I had.
Yep.
Because we always were waiting for that big breakout that for years it hasn't happened, and I hope and I believe this time it's going to happen. But I think we need a retracement after all these nice moves to the upside since December.
Yeah. What has happened here is this. So I understand what you're saying. The correlation definitely of all the metals still has to do with the dollar. That being said, because the platinum market has got smoked for like 3 years, and palladium has actually got higher than platinum, that correlation is really important, because what happens is that it's the amount of palladium being used versus platinum being used, you know, inside the auto market, right? That is okay. Yeah. That's the push and pull. And on the longer basis, folks, which is going to get intriguing, the more electric cars come in, the less that demand is going to be for platinum and or palladium. And that's what I think you're looking at more than anything here, meaning that this has to do with the price of palladium versus the price of platinum, and maybe a substitution is starting to take place. See, if the substitution goes big time, the car maker's got to spend a lot of money on the equipment in order to do it. Now, they did that years ago when, bottom line, when, you know, palladium was all of $250 and platinum was like 500. And then, of course, that correlation just kept going. So I'd still be careful. That's the bottom line. It looks to me that, you know, just like today. So picture today, you had gold get hit. And my take is that by the end of the day here, we're going to see actually gold positive, because this dollar is in big trouble. And what gold didn't do, it didn't take out its swing points from 2 days ago. So it's like, okay, man, this is going to go topside again. And, you know, so
go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, it's just that when something doesn't happen that you think should happen, like this morning, when gold got hit, platinum should have got hit too, but it didn't. You know, they couldn't. They didn't even try to hit it. You know, the dollar couldn't hold price again, and a lot of this, I suspect, is going to have to do. So between today and tomorrow, what you're going to have, folks, the volatility in the marketplace is going to have to do with the shutdown of the government. Okay, it's going to be, does it shut down, doesn't it shut down? And listen, either way, we know it's going to be all right. Oh, excuse me, folks. And it'll open back up. But it is throwing volatility into the marketplace. And they got to get this thing done. So what's going on is that fundamentally what's going to happen is that the House is going to throw a bill out there tonight. We'll see whether they get the votes or not. And that's going to move everything. You know, and it has to, you know, it can move the dollar too, and it can move interest rates, you know. So if you see that if this 10-year note right now is down 4 ticks, Carlos, if that thing starts getting flat by the end of the day, I would not be short platinum at all.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
and, you know, you can just wait until that high, you can flatten it out, wait until the high, see what happens there, and then put the position on again. I think you get a big position, man. I think platinum's got the run happening, man. You know?
Okay. Well, thank you very much, Tom.
Great hearing from you, Carlos. Have a great one, man.
Thank you.
Have a safe one. Stay right there, folks. Coming right back.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you, like it does me, call 1-855-750-4051 to find out what they can do for you. That's 1-855-750-4051. Call them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender. Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get them, folks.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video, giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Let's get over and take a look at the natural gas contract. So natural gas inventories fell 183 BCF last week. Let's see where that baby is trading right now. We'll get into the, okay, so commodities, natural gas. And so let's see, today's Thursday. We have a short week. And, okay, so natural gas right now, it's got a little pop. So we were at 316. Oh, no, it went went south quickly. Okay, so we were at 318, and right now you're at 314. Let's see what they have to say out here inside that market. Okay, so natural gas, where are you, baby? Okay, right now it's down a couple percent. Okay, stockpiles fell 183 BCF. I don't have what the, let me pull the actual chart up and take a look at this. So take a look at it, 318. We got up to yesterday, we got up to 328. Right now, you're at 316. We'll look at the UNG for a second because that natural gas contract I have isn't live, folks. Okay, so the UNG pulled back 85 cents. You're 24.75. Yeah, this can get into 24.44 in a heartbeat. So it's choppy. That's the bottom line. You got a choppy market out here. I heard our man Dave from Clearwater talking with Larry this morning. He was hoping for a little pop up a little bit higher before the selling would take place, where he would be selling it. Some of the higher volume stocks, Alcoa come out with numbers last night, and bottom line is that thing's getting smoked right now. Alcoa is down $4.50. You're trading $52.72, 40 cents rather. And that's intriguing. So yesterday, it couldn't take out its high, had some volume. It's down on volume today. The number to keep your eye on with Alcoa is 50.31. You get back inside that, what that will set up is that sets up a failure of a breakout. Amazon right now is down $3. Actually, let's go inside the NDX 100. We'll take a look at the strength versus the weakness inside the NDX 100. And what we have, you have Priceline down $13. Google's down 11. You get Biogen down 6. NetEase is down 4. Amazon's down 3. No big deal there. On the way up, you got ASML Holdings. That is up $3.94. Whoop, 1 second. NDX. You have Tesla up 369, Intuitive Surgical's up 291. Inside the XLF. So the XLF out here right now, we are trading flat. It's hanging at these highs, man. You know, you're at 29.35. If we go over to Morgan Stanley, we take a look at Morgan Stanley. They come out with numbers this morning. This is the first time that Morgan Stanley actually, not the first time, but the first time in about 10 years, that they took out Goldman Sachs in a big way. So let's see what the firm's wealth management fees climbed to a record in the fourth quarter as the S&P index reached all-time highs. The company beat its target cost ratio for the year, posted its highest profitability under Chief Executive Officer James Gorman. Morgan Stanley has been moving more wealthy clients into its fees-based accounts that are priced on asset levels rather than activity. Yeah, see, he was all over this years ago when Gorman came in, folks, okay? So what happens, so picture what happens here is that you have an account at Morgan Stanley. This is versus Goldman. Goldman has always been a trading deal. The more trading is done, Goldman makes a fortune. What Morgan Stanley has done, they're traders also, but what they've done is that they are an asset-based, wealth management-based. So what happens here is this, is that you are paying on the amount of the asset. And you can see as the assets have gone up, they don't even need more money coming in, which I'm sure they've had also. But what ends up happening is that the asset value actually goes up. Well, guess what? When they're getting 1.5, 2.5, whatever they're getting on that asset, that is a huge difference, because when we take a look at this S&P, of course, what you're going to see is that if we do the correlation of just the last 3 years, well, guess what? 3 years ago, S&P's at 1872. You're making 2% on 1872, or 1.5 or 2.5. They're all different fluctuations that are in there, versus you're making 2.5 or 1.5% on 2797. You can see the difference in the correlation. The correlation is pretty intense. There's no two ways about that. We get over and we take a look at the, let's go take a look at silver. So silver right now, we are trading 1705. Silver needs a pop, man. Silver just hasn't done it yet. You're building some cars. You're building cars to get over this 17th of November as well as the 16th of October. And what you do have, so what silver has going for it, as gold and platinum, is on the 16th of January, you went topside. You have volume going into that swing point. And right now, you can make the case that silver is still a complex ABC up. You took out the B point, took it out with plenty of volume. Your A point down here is 1565. Your B is 1732. So you're talking about $1.70. Your C is at 1618, so you're talking about what? 1780, 1820. No, 1850. And 1850, this gets interesting. 1836 is your September 8th swing high. Energy. Let's go into the energy market. Take a look at energy. You get the XLE right now. That's trading down 37 cents here at 76.75. Bottom line, that is still hanging at its highs up there. Walmart, we go take a look at Walmart. Walmart right now, gapped higher this morning. Let's see what they have to say. What's happening here? That's upgraded. Upgraded to a buy at Goldman. So Goldman upgraded to a buy. Goldman must be long the stock, no doubt. Push the stock out, get it long. Bitcoin. Let's go into the Bitcoin XBT. So Bitcoin, no doubt. High volatility, continues to be high volatility. This also just had quite a run. We had a low out here yesterday of 9,185. You're at 12,000 right now. That's saying, hey, guess what? You could run up to 13,005, 12,984. The real question is going to be, as this comes up, will we get a lower high? So thus far, there's a beautiful little setup going on inside Bitcoin. If you take a look at this, you have the high that was generated. You get two lower highs. You get two lower lows. And we'll see if, in fact, these channels start lining up. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Dow's down 56. NASDAQ is off 10. S&Ps are down 350. We'll come right back.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's Nadex.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. No matter what kind of trader you are, 2018 is a great time to try out a subscription to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report. Whether you just plan on diversifying your portfolio with some exposure to gold and gold mining equities, or you're a gold bull that sees 2018 as the year of commodities, now is a great time to sign up for the Gold Report. Tom O'Brien publishes his Gold Report every Monday morning before the market opens and covers a variety of topics, including gold, silver, platinum, copper, the XAU and HUI, the dollar, bonds, South African rand, as well as more than 20 of the most actively traded mining equities. Start your 2018 off with a bang and sign up for the Gold Report today. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. For all the details and to start your subscription right now, visit the front page of TFNN.com and you'll find the Gold Report under Investment Newsletters. David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now down 66. You get the Nasdaq off 6. S&Ps are off 3.5. And you know, we're just talking about the vote. So this is how this thing is shaken out thus far, and this is where I do expect you're going to have different press releases coming out all day because this thing is going to come down tonight. So this will come. Let's see what we have here. Government funding runs out January 19th. The House and Senate will have to pass a temporary extension to avoid a partial shutdown of the federal government. You get Democrats demanding that spending legislation include DACA. Okay, that's 690,000 undocumented immigrants that came in as children. Now, what you have here, this is the latest, because what was going on is that the Republicans were putting in the child health bill to get extended in order to get the Democrats on board. But what happened out here this morning at 9 o'clock is that Trump basically has said, let's see, Donald Trump, he tweeted, okay, Trump on Thursday morning indicated he may not agree. CHIP should not be part of the long-term solution, not a 30-day or short-term extension, he tweeted. So the bottom line is that the president does have to sign this. I can't picture him not signing it. But bottom line is that he decided that he doesn't want that part of it in it. So we'll see where this shakes out. So what you'll have is this. Ryan is looking to get enough Republican votes. And thus far what it is that he's actually going to try to force the issue and force the folks in his own party to basically vote for it when there's some things in there that they don't want to vote for either. But they figure if they put it on the floor, bottom line, everyone's got to try to get, not everyone, but there's going to be a lot of them that are going up for election on the 18th, 2018. So thus far it's saying, let's see, that he's going to bring this to the floor tonight. The CHIP funding expires on September 30th. The House is on track to pass a one-month government spending bill on Thursday, forcing the Senate Democrats to decide whether or not to block the measure. So the House looks like it's going to be able to basically do it, and they're going to do it tonight. Ryan is having the votes, is close to having the votes he needs to pass the stopgap spending measure, and he's going to he figures he's going to lean on a few Republican holdouts. That'll get it done tonight. And then the real question is going to be inside the Senate. The Senate, they need 60 votes. And you get 51 Republicans. So bottom line, you could see this yesterday inside the marketplace. What happened inside the marketplace is that, you know, you had some basically decent volatility when it came across that it looked like this thing was going to go. Bottom line, S&P took off topside in about a heartbeat. The ironic part about it is that even when it does shut down, if you remember the shutdown the last time, it's not. Well, I guess hold it. It would be. It's a big deal if you're part of the shutdown and you're not getting paid. There's no doubt about that. It's not like the whole government shut down, but I can feel for the people that aren't getting paid. That's for sure. Inside the S&P right now, let's go take a look at the S&P. So you're down 225. That really is just laying right at the highs. That's how this is shaking out right now. We got to a low today of 27.95, but that's a spike low. So that thing wants to get tested. That looks like it wants to get tested. We take a look at the small caps. The small caps continue to be the weak dog out here. We take a look at it. What you're going to see is that it looks like the small caps want to go after the spike low right now, which is 1578. And if we do look at the small caps, it's not going to take much for the small caps to get back inside their lower range. You know, we got down on Tuesday to 1570. And we'll see whether that's game out there today. If we go take a look at the IWM, what you're going to see out here, IWM, we're at 156.79. Now, to get in the lower range, that would have to come down to 155.41. And if you get that, then you're going to get that high volume spike. The high volume spike, folks, from December 1st looks to me that it still wants to get traded, get tested. I mean, that's how this whole thing is kind of laying out. If we go over to Apple, Apple came out last night. They are going to be giving $2,500 grants in stock to many of their employees. They're also going to bring back, they're going to pay about $38 billion to bring back about $225 billion from overseas. Apple's at an all-time high right now. Now, what's going to be intriguing about Apple had the volume yesterday, 179.25. You did 34 million shares. We're at 11 million right now. So that's actually setting up that Apple could still do the volume out here today. Now, the volume on Apple has been anemic for a long period of time. I mean, long period of time. So we'll see if, in fact, that can hold price out here. Goldman's going to be the number at the end of this month, folks. It doesn't look to me like Goldman's going to hold the number. And this is going to be a big heads up inside the financial business. The reason being is that the number on Goldman long-term is 250.70. That was the high of 2007. It got over it in March, last March, closed under it, had the retracement. This one here, it's even dramatically lighter volume. We're talking about the volume characteristic up there of 227 million. First time we got over it, it had 90 million. Second time, which was last month, was 53. So if that's the case, what you're going to see is you're going to see the consolidation stay in place that we've been in since 2007. We're going to be in 2018. What that's also going to say on a larger basis, though, is that these interest rates are not going to be higher. More than likely, as Goldman goes down, something inside the banks are also going to go down. That means the spread inside the banking structure, bottom line, could flatten out. You know, so you have the Fed that controls short-term rates, meaning, you know, the 2-year right now is at highs, period. You're at 2%. The low for the year is 1.5. We're at 2. We go to the 5. You're going to see the same thing. The low for the year is 1.9. The high is 2.4. We're at 2.4. The differential is right here in the 10s. The 10s right now are the ones that, are they going to flatten out? Because if they flatten out, meaning that people keep buying the 10 years, the Fed absolutely controls the shorter term. So what end up happening is that we're at 2.6. You can see the 5-year is just at 2.4. It's like, really? So why would you, and this is where the banking structure won't make money, is that what they like to do is that they're going to borrow short-term and they're going to lend long-term. And you can see you can't do that when you're at 2.4 on the 5, and on the 10, you're at 2.6. That basically is a flattening of the yield curve, and a flattening of the yield curve is not good for banks. What normally happens is that as short-term rates go up, normally what you have, the whole curve of the rate, meaning the 2-year, the 5-year, the 10-year, the 20-year, and the 30-year, they go up in lockstep. So that's where the amount of money piles into the U.S. banks, any banks, actually. Stay right there, folks. Coming right back. Dow right now is down 83. Nasdaq's off 6. S&P's are off 4.5. We're coming right back.
Are China A-shares hot or not? If you trade China A-shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A-share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A-shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge, heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has put together the finest programming lineup each trading day, featuring some of the most knowledgeable and respected financial minds in the nation to educate traders and investors. On Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we broadcast 8 hours a day, starting at 9 a.m. as Larry Pesavento kicks us off with Trade What You See. Tuesdays and Thursdays, we broadcast 11 hours. Get an early and healthy start to your day as Nico and Paige bring you Living a Primal Lifestyle. Then catch Andy Hecht at 5 p.m. with the Commodities Hour, following the Tom O'Brien Show. Swim lessons from TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim is now at 11 a.m., followed by Basil Chapman at 12 noon. See the TFNN program lineup via the link on the front page of TFNN.com to get a complete overview of our TFNN shows and hosts. And keep TFNN's Tiger TV tuned in on your mobile device, PC, or Mac for the latest financial news and information throughout the broadcasting day. TFNN.com, educating investors. Learn how to trade options with swim lessons. Brought to you by TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim. Next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. Amazon brought their short list of their new headquarters, the second headquarters, from 238 down to 20. And I suspect, here, this is going to be really cool, folks. So check it out. You get a lot of great cities there. There's no doubt about it. Bottom line, Boston happens to be one of them. And guess what? It's not only in Boston, it's in South Boston. Here's a great speculation. They already have 150,000 feet. I know they're looking for 1 million right now, okay, in South Boston. Guess what? Do you know what's right next to them, folks? I went up there just to check the whole scene out because, of course, I grew up in South Boston. A closet in South Boston, per square foot in South Boston right now is 660 feet. $660. And I suspect what you're going to see here is that GE is right next to Amazon in Boston. They moved their headquarters there. They actually have a lot more space. I suspect what you're going to see here when push comes to shove, GE, bottom line, technically, it's going down to that 2008 swing high at least. Bottom line, don't be surprised if GE ends up selling to Amazon their future headquarters, because when Flanagan came in, he stopped it. They're there, but they have a whole nother place that they can build, and they're actually right next to each other. So we'll see how this shakes out, but I suspect that's going to be one of the top ones. And if that happens, oh my God, we'll see South Boston basically going at $1,200 a foot. Never mind $660 a foot. It's pretty amazing. It's pretty amazing watching the whole thing shake out, no doubt. Dow Industrials, still pressure on the way down, down 75. NASDAQ is off 2. S&Ps are off 3.5. Stay right there, folks. We got swim lessons coming up next. Then, of course, we got our man, Mr. Basil Chapman, Steve Rhodes, Dave White will be back this afternoon, Andy Heck. Have a great one, folks. Have a safe one.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.